Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Mystical Ninja on the N64. We are now about to explore the Transformed Oedo Castle. Now then, this room will be essential towards the end of the game. Why? Because you can practically walk away with, you can get about 120 Ryu every time when you leave the castle and come back to this one room. Towards the end of the game, there's a really annoying fetch quest that requires you to get about 800 Ryu for a frickin' cucumber. And if you basically spend the majority of your money later in the game on fun stuff that will basically, protect you from damage from enemy, then that's never fun because you'll have wasted your money. And then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, we need you to go collect 800 Ryu for a cucumber. So, yeah. So much like the Legend of Zelda series, every castle is divided into different floors, and to proceed from the majority of the rooms, you need to go and find keys. The keys come in 3 different colors: silver, gold, and diamond. We won't see the diamond key until I think either Ghost Toy Castle or the Festival Temple Castle. But yes, with the chain pipe, we can basically now do long-range attacks with Goemon without having to worry about wasting our money on throwing stuff. And we can basically take care of these giant, fat dancers with 2 hits. Kill the enemies in this room, and we get ourselves a silver key. Gotta love the music in this stage. If there's like music in this game that is really amazing, it's definitely all the dungeons. I mean, I think probably the best dungeon music is either the Festival Temple Castle or the wonderful Gourmet Submarine. Just like in Legend of Zelda, you do get a map, but to get the map, you have to pick up what I just picked up a couple seconds ago. He's called Mr. Elephant. And basically you press start, hit Z, and you're taken to the map screen, which shows you all the floors of the castle. So it doesn't show you what the rooms look like. Instead, you have to discover the rooms on your own. There is no compass, however, there is a doll that's called Mr. Arrowhead, which basically shows you the location of the boss. I spy a silver fortune cat. Kill the scarecrow. We'll ride this over here, and we'll get ourselves our first extra hit point. Woohoo! Alright, get on top of the wooden gold beetle things. Come on, God. Yes, there's only one issue with swimming, and that's if you fall in the water, well, you fell in the water and you really can't jump to save your life. There we go. Okay, why is the jumping mechanic being a bit gimpy? There we go. I've never had an issue with the jumping mechanics. Huh. Strange recording glitch, maybe? Alright, now we come to this room. This room is quite interesting because the minute you step foot, the floor panels will come up and attack you. Now, your first instinct is to basically dodge them, but you want to destroy, I think it's 3 or 2. But once you destroy 3 or 2, the key will appear. If you dodge all of the floorboards, then you will get no key, and you have to leave this room and go about 2 rooms behind, then come back to the room for the floorboards to start kicking up again. Now, it's safe to say, normally, the best way to go in the castles is basically take the routes with the doors with no keys, because that way because about half the time, it'll lead you to a room where a key is, it will lead you to a room, or it will lead you to a room where you can basically get yourself a silver fortune doll. However, in this case, this was a place that takes us to a room where we need to destroy all the enemies, get the dumpling, use their chain pipe since the camera won't be fixed. There we go, got him. Now we get our golden key. It looks like a bronze key, but whatever. You know, I've always wondered, how on earth, whenever they open up the lids, does the weird little, I don't know, marble shoot out of them? I mean, is it a gun and they're holding the trigger underneath the box when they open the lid and all they do is pull the trigger? Or is it like a spring-loaded thing? I'm probably thinking this a little bit too much through, which I shouldn't be. As fun as the chain pipe is, the only issue is that if you're not standing in a correct direction you want to throw it, it will sometimes completely miss your target, which ends up making your normal pipe just a good weapon to use overall. Okay, screw this, guys. Go in the door. And here is our elevator. Yes, people, there are elevators in this era of Japan. But hey, when you've got crazy intergalactic battleships, giant robot fighting machines, and of course the amazing Suzuki mechanical ninja, I don't know what to think anymore. All I know is I love this series and I love this game. Now we've got Festival Drum Ninjas who shoot marbles at you. Now, in case you're wondering, if you remember in part 1 of the video, I showed you the general store, and how I showed you the helmets and the armor. Helmets can only protect you from things that shoot at you, such as the marbles or the fire that some enemies later in the game will toss at you. While the actual armor itself only protects you from direct hits, such as actually blindly running into an enemy, have an enemy hit you with a sword and whatnot. So basically, whenever you get your items, you gotta be aware of what enemies you're facing and what kind of damage you're taking, because you could be taking normal damage and thinking that it's only affecting your helmet, or you could easily be taking shot damage and once again thinking that it goes straight to your armor. Yeah, and I'm sucking something horrible. There is a required upgrade for the coin that you get later in the game that actually turns your coin, after you charge up, into a frickin' Hadouken fire coin. It's really frickin' awesome. Does a lot of damage to the enemy. And then, of course... No, that's not until... Crap, I forgot. Oh, never mind. That doesn't come until Mount Fear, so, yeah. We've got a while to go until we get our weapons upgraded. Which is a bit of a shame. In the original SNES games, you basically had to find a Chinese... Yeah, our little, Fortune Cat dolls. And once you got a Fortune Cat doll after defeating an enemy, then your item would automatically upgrade to its next form. The exact same thing was in Goemon's Great Adventure, which is the sequel to this game. Now, Goemon's Great Adventure plays almost identically to Ganabare Goemon 2, which was basically a Super Mario World-esque platformer, but with the Goemon characters and ninja bunnies. However, you fight Ninja Claymen in the N64 version. And it's also co-op, which is really nice. But just like in the SNES games, when you collect the silver fortune doll in that game, you basically get upgraded to your next weapon, which does more damage to enemies, and for the bigger foes, you can take them out with one hit. Now we get true ninjas who fire shurikens at you. Pick up a dumpling for good measure. Whack him on the head. Ah, we are almost done with the dungeon.